Yes, and as I was stating, I'm tribal member, part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe. Well, again, American tribal landowner, so
Okay.
those laws
No,
that you
ma'am.
may speak of don't
No.
apply to me.
Alright, guys, this sovereign citizen was just in court and she got completely humbled after trying to squat inside her own foreclosed home that somebody else already bought. Like, she really thought just vibing in a house she no longer owns was a legal strategy, and she even claims she's from some ancient tribe that apparently owns the land. Like, you literally cannot make this stuff up, guys. Judge Hayward went a little soft on her if you ask me, but let me know what you guys think while you watch the video. Anyways, let's dive in here and watch this sovereign citizen get completely humbled live in court here.
All right. So, Miss Ebony Milner is present. Also, the Mr. Brown, who's on here on behalf of Federal National Mortgage Association. Mr. Brown, Miss Milner, is my understanding that this was heard in magistrate court, and this is a request for appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
This is a petition for review from a dispossessory judgment. She was a tenant at sufferance post foreclosure.
All right. So, Miss Milner, tell me what's going on.
Judge, well, this is a case of land rights, tribal law, and treaties.
No, ma'am. No.
And I would just like to say that I'm a
no.
tribal member,
No, ma'am.
part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe,
No, ma'am.
government,
No, ma'am. We're not doing that.
and American Indian landowner.
No, ma'am. So we're not doing all that. So this is a simple eviction. So you can tell me how much was owed, how much you paid, whether there's anything to that allowed you to stay in the property, or whether there's money owed to you. I don't do the whole trust, tribe, all of that, because that's not what we.
Well, that's what this is in regards to.
Well, then, ma'am, that's not what we're doing here. I would either have to transfer you to a tribal court, which I don't know if one exists for you, or for superior court, because this involves a foreclosure. Essentially, he bought the house through a foreclosure. You were a tenant in the house at the time, or you owned the house and he bought it under the foreclosure. And then it was whether you get to stay in the house and pay rent, or whether you're going to be evicted. Am I clear, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. And
right. Because I don't deal with I went to law school for 3 years, have practiced law for over 30 years, have been a judge for over 12 years. I don't do the trust stuff, because that's some arcane, esoteric stuff that you all believe that we don't follow here in the judicial system.
I understand. Well, I would also like to say that I'm not here to handle any of my private affairs in the public.
Okay, so I'm not sure what that means. You asked for the appeal.
Yes, and as I was stating, I'm tribal member, part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe, and also an Indian American landowner. So this case is in regards to trust and tribal land.
So the property, the foreclosure, is on a house on tribal land?
Correct.
Which tribe?
I'm sorry?
Which tribe?
Just the Ebony
They
Milner
kicked me
tribe.
out.
No, sir. I don't know of that tribe, ma'am. So we
yes, and all the documentation had been put on file as well.
Alright, are you guys hearing this with me right now? This sovereign citizen is seriously trying to say she's part of the Eben Miller tribe and the Cashbox Trust tribe. Like it's something official. I even tried to look it up, and honestly, it sounds more like a made-up club than a real tribe. Like, there was just nothing online I could find about it, so let me know if you guys have ever heard of those, because I'm pretty sure she just pulled that out of thin air. I mean, maybe if she would have just paid her rent like a normal adult, they wouldn't have had to foreclose that house in the first place. Instead, she's standing there acting like being part of a mystery tribe is some kind of get-out-of-bills-free card. Imagine sitting in court trying to argue that, while everybody around you is just silently questioning their life choices. If this is the strategy she's going with, it's gonna be a long day for her, man.
Okay.
Post foreclosure.
So here's the thing. Like I said, I've explained to you that if somebody purchases a home through foreclosure, then the people who are who were owners of the home or buying the home have two options. They can leave or they can be treated as tenants in the home. And in this case, it appears that Mr. Brown's client sought to evict you, and now you are asking for a review of that. So, in my role in this court, I can go through the case as if it was never heard in magistrate court. But what I will tell you is, I'm going to ask very specific questions. I'm going to follow the law under the state of Georgia with respect to landlord tenant. And if you're not able to provide me that information, then I'm going to determine that you're not able to prosecute the case in the way that it needs to be, and I'll dismiss it for want of prosecution.
Well, again, American tribal landowner. So
Okay.
those laws
No,
that you
ma'am.
may speak of don't
No.
apply to me.
No. Well, then, okay, I'm going to dismiss your appeal for want of prosecution. The court does not have jurisdiction over American tribal land, nor is there a designation of this property being a tribal land. So at this point, the court is going to dismiss this for want of prosecution. Thank you. All right, next.
Alright, so basically, she's about to take this circus act to another court that actually has jurisdiction over her foreclosure case. And honestly, we already know how this movie ends, right? I'm guessing the judge is gonna do what any sane judge would do and rule that this clown has to leave the property or else she's gonna be arrested. Like, there's no magical tribe card that's gonna save her from reality, no matter how hard she wishes. You can already feel the vibe. It's like watching somebody argue with gravity and thinking they're gonna win. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive in here into the next hearing, because Judge Boyd does not hold back at all and goes absolutely nuclear here. Grab your popcorn because it's about to get real chaotic real fast.
All right, so what did you test positive for? And you want to go back to I only use marijuana with me?
No.
I'm sorry. Can you speak up and could you uncross your arms? You're not a little girl. We're not in a classroom. You are in a felony court where you could potentially go to prison. So, what are you been using?
Meth and marijuana.
When's the last time you used meth?
Like 2 days ago.
No, it's more than 2 days ago. How often are you using?
I just got out of jail, so I haven't been using that often.
Well, I mean, you went straight from jail to use meth. Don't give me attitude.
I'm not.
You've been dishonest with the court. You made them waste of, you think UAs just are free? You made them waste a UA, telling me that you're going to be positive for marijuana only when I knew it was not going to be the case. And now you're positive for meth, amphetamines, and marijuana. So who are you using with? Are you using by yourself in a dark room? Or are you using with some boyfriend? Who are you using with?
No, actually where I'm staying at.
And where is that?
With a friend.
Who is this friend?
Her name is Natasha.
All right. I like the way you make up names. I can't believe anything you're telling me now because you were dishonest about the drug use.
It's the only place I have to stay at right now, so they use, and it was tempting.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm going to want a TAP evaluation ASAP, please. Are you employed?
No.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I'm not.
So who's supporting you?
Nobody.
Well, what are you eating other than drugs?
I have food stamps.
I'm sorry, what?
I have food stamps.
Who's giving you food stamps? You don't have your child with you. Those food stamps are for your child.
Yes, ma'am. I just recently applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I cannot understand a word you're saying.
I applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I know people who really should have food stamps that don't get approved. So you don't have your child with you. You're using meth. You're probably selling your food stamps for meth. And this is a tampering with a government record. So I don't even know if you obtain your food stamps legitimately. So what did you tell them in order to get food stamps? Because you don't qualify. I think she's probably going to end up with another criminal case. Yes, because I don't know a government giving out food stamps to people who won't work. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have your child with you. Somebody else is taking care of your child. Oh, no, not for me.
I have to look for work. It's like one of the conditions that they gave me in order to get food stamps. So I'm supposed to be going to the workforce.
Well, you're obviously doing a poor job of it, but I tell you what, you're in this court, you're going to have employment. I'm not going to, the length of probation is outside the agreement. So it's going to be more than 4 years in this court because she has a lot of work that needs to be done I don't know why you're giving me the attitude.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Either that or it's because you're high. I don't know which one it is, but you're giving me attitude, and that attitude will most likely be readjusted by me at the Bexar County Jail. So I don't know if your attorney told you this, but I can send you to the Bexar County Jail as a condition of this probation, and I can also send you to the state jail facility as a condition of this probation for attitude readjustment. Do you want that?
I have never seen Judge Boyd this mad in my life. Like, she is absolutely fuming right now. You can practically see the smoke coming out of her ears. If I was in this Karen's shoes right now, I would just be absolutely terrified, probably signing every apology card I could find at Walgreens. Especially since tampering with food stamps is actually a real crime. You can't just lie or mess with government benefits and think it's no big deal. It is literally straight up fraud, and it can get you slammed with heavy fines or even jail time. But honestly, I can't even tell if this Karen is purposely giving Judge Boyd attitude, or if she's just completely out of her mind right now. Like, either she's super bold or she's operating on another planet. I would not be surprised if she forgot what year it is too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm still sitting here confused trying to figure it out. Either way, Judge Boyd looks like she's about 2 seconds away from absolutely blowing up, and I'm here for every second of it.
All right, so I'm going to sentence her to 6 years deferred adjudication. You're getting a job, and there are plenty of jobs that are available. You're going to knock your pride aside, and if you're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's or working on fries, you're going to be the best fry person you can be until you move up. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
9th grade. Why did you drop out?
I had a problems at home.
What were these problems? You using drugs?
No, not necessarily. Just like things that were going on with my mom's marriage and everything else.
And what's that tattoo on your neck?
This is one of the charms life.
All right. People love to put down sands on their bodies because they can't remember them. All right, it's going to be a $1,500 fine, probated. Proof of employment. And it's going to be proof of full-time employment within 15 days. If you have to get 2 part-time jobs, you will get 2 part-time jobs for the court. Full-time employment is at least 40 hours a week. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Has Child Protective Services been in your life?
Yes.
And so were your rights terminated?
No.
What happened to your parental rights?
I still have my rights, but I just don't have my daughter. My county just agreed to take care of me until take care of my daughter until I get back on my feet.
Parenting classes, and I want intensive parenting classes. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution that will not be waived. She has to do those. You're either going to get your GED or either you're going to get some sort of trade certificate. Take in consideration 2023 CR 2907, County Court Cause number 667-964, 685-144, 70047. I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court, TAP evaluation. If she's not accepted in felony drug court, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment with probation. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The UA hotline, and she's to be tested once a week. Make sure the levels are going down. If the levels start going up, issue a motion to revoke. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per week until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Oh, I'm sorry, 1 time per month. Probation would have got a shock. Anything else you need from the court to be successful? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. So that tattoo you have about only the strong will survive, that's the mode that your child is being in. And your child should not be in that. Her parents should not be using drugs. Her parents should get her life together, and somebody else should not be raising your child. And you just 100% living off the government, that's not going to happen in this court. You get another job. Do you understand? And if you got those food stamps illegally, you better turn them in, because your counsel can tell you what the government does. They wait till your food stamps, when you take those monies from the government and you shouldn't have it, they wait till it becomes a felony. Then they turn it in. Do you understand? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I really hope this Karen can turn things around, especially because she has a young kid she needs to take care of. And instead, she's out here messing with stupid drugs. Like, priorities, really? And I already know some people in the comments are gonna say that Judge Boyd went way too easy on her, but honestly, I don't think she did at all. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments, but I think this was the perfect verdict for somebody who isn't a repeat offender yet. Like, the law usually gives people a little more grace the first time around, just before they start throwing the book at them. But let's be real, with the way she's been acting, I don't really see her holding down a full-time job anytime soon. Especially if the drug issues keep dragging her down. It's gonna be a rough road for her unless she makes some serious changes. And I hope she does for her kid's sake. But that's all for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about these two court hearings here. We had the tribe lady who was a nut job sovereign citizen, and then the second one was a meth head Karen. So both of these hearings were pretty entertaining, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, everybody.
Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
This is now the 5th straight game for the Fever with 40 or more points in the paint. And the pace of this game, I'm not quite sure who it's benefiting. I guess I have to say the Wings right now because they're up.
Clark turned the corner.
But then again, here comes the Fever using the same prescription. Caitlin Clark has been able to be ball dominant the last few possessions, and she's got it.
Allen missed the opportunity for a three-point play. Baseline. Nice move by Boston. Count it. Eight with plantar fasciitis. But her team is beating Indiana, and that's exactly what the Fever needed to start the fourth.
That might be one of the more contested looks that Caitlin Clark has gotten tonight, and that's what she knocked down.
When you talk about game changers in women's basketball, one name rises above the rest. Caitlin Clark.
And look, there's no question that the paint is a completely different story. As Clark just went right by her former teammate and laid it in. She's got 20.
Man, talk about...
The team shot it well from out there here tonight. Both up with 30% free. Clark bouncing. Boston charging to the rim and finishing.
But being able